Here we are. We made it through 3 weeks. We're on to week 4, and it's waiver wire time. Yo! What's happening, everybody? Here we go. It's week 4. We're diving into the waiver wire. It's too much fantasy football here. Brian, Brennen, we're on the Fantasy Football Advice Network. How you doing today, man?
Doing wonderful. Just trying to see if it's worth spending 100 FAAB on Trey Benson.
That is the age-old question here. And I'm sure one of the many questions we'll get concerning Trey Benson. Because, look, I get, folks, if you're listening to this, Trey Benson is not in your waiver wire. Well, it says 53% is where he's rostered. So there's leagues out there somewhere, and those are the ones we're trying to make sure we get a hold of. But it's waiver day, man. Coming over here, walking the wire with us, week 4, 3 o'clock Eastern, every single Tuesday. Brennen and I chop it up a little bit, go through some questions, help you out with some of those waiver wire questions you have, talking about some of the guys we're really looking into, and of course, giving some reactions, because last night, maybe not yet, but we're going to have to dive into that, because Derrick Henry, 3 games in a row, man.
No, the most brutal thing was that in my main league, I was up by 23 points, and I was facing Jahmyr Gibbs. 24 points.
God, if people say that fantasy football is not poetic, it 100% is. Like, that's.
If I could start a shotgun, I totally would.
Yep. Luckily, he's in California, folks, so they don't have those there.
In my house, find out, brother.
Jonathan's popping into the chat. Early bird, he's getting the worm here. He wants the. What are we looking at? We got a 10-team league. 3 wide receiver. Love that. Folks, if you're in a 10-team league, force your commissioner to add more wide receiver and flex spots. It's just the way to play. Quarterback, we got Mahomes. Wide receiver, we've got Amon-Ra, Pickens, Hill, Sutton, Wandale, and Ayo Manor. Running backs, we've got Cook. Yep. We've got Jacobs, Mason, Benson, there he is, Sharbs. Would you trade Jacobs or Cook for Puka Nacua? I tried to package Sutton and Mason. I don't know.
I would keep Cook just because I guess we're all wrong. Touchdown regression is not a thing. But the funny thing is, Jacobs, I think I just saw a stat where Jacobs like the target leader for the Packers.
Yeah, 100% is. That's what I was going to bring up. Jacobs is not a sell for me at all. Like, I've been wanting to. The last 2 years, I've wanted to be out on Josh Jacobs, and for whatever reason, just the passing game just isn't going to work. So Josh Jacobs, I am all in on him. So I really don't know if I want to trade either one of these guys.
I would sound from your end. Start low. It sounds awful and sounds like a terrible person, but like Mason Benson for Puka, like that would do it. Like I would definitely do like a Jordan Mason, Trey Benson for Puka Nacua. I would definitely do that. Like I would offer that, like just to see if they're dumb enough. I doubt they would. Maybe you can. I would throw in Pickens. I think everybody else on your team kind of has roles. Like you would have Puka, St. Brown, and then Tyreek Hill and Sutton in your flex, where you also have Jacobs and James Cook. So I think it's a solid offer.
Yeah, there's a lot of hype right now on Benson. So if you already have him, maybe there's somebody who wants to go buy him, thinking they're getting some league winner from you. So package him in that trade. But Jacobs and Cooks, I just don't see myself letting go of those two. Easily top 8 finish rest of the season right now.
Yeah, there's just some people that are in leagues where guys just don't want to trade. That's the funny thing too. Is they value their guys. They drafted them. Like the guy who owns Puka is probably just like, nope, I'm not going to trade him for anything. Even if he's 0-3, he just thinks Puka is going to be the saving grace to make him to the championship, which is it's not the case.
Dude, captain goes down with the ship. I respect it. I'm not saying it's smart, but I respect it either way. Jonathan, what else do you have? But it was auto rejected, thinking Jacobs might do the trick. Because Puka owners lost Jones, which
Aaron Jones. Yeah.
Oh, that's got to be.
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know why he wouldn't want to do the Jordan Mason trade. Then, I guess you don't want to own too much of the Vikings backfield, but I think Jordan Mason's going to be at least the first 2 down back out of that backfield after 1 game sample size. But
he might have seen that upcoming schedule though. It's Pittsburgh, it's Cleveland, it's a bye week, it's Philly, it's the Chargers, it's Detroit, it's Baltimore. Green Bay's a couple weeks after that.
By the way, you can run a Baltimore.
Yeah, clearly. They got absolutely just. I can't believe. So let's touch on that game here while we wait for the chat to kind of build up a little bit. Opening drive, we see Jamison Williams get 2 catches, 40-some yards. I think his over-under was like 55. lighten it up quick. From then on, nothing. Absolutely shut down. It was all the running game from there on out.
Yeah, the Ravens, I guess, were just like, yeah, let's just let them beat us in like small chunks instead of big chunks. That was like their game plan for the rest of the game. I don't know. I do know the Ravens are hurt though. I know they're missing I know they're missing two key guys in the defensive line, but like it's pretty rough.
Yeah, 100%. Jelly of the Month club's coming at us. My QB Knicks not cutting it. No, not at all. We'll start this week again since a bunch of QB hoarders in this league. Jackson Darth worth a pickup. We were just throwing this out there right before the show started.
That's funny, yeah. If you have a bunch of dudes in a league that hoard QBs, then yes, like it's supply and demand. Like I have a league where QBs aren't that valuable because it's 4 points passing touchdowns. So like all the QBs are available to pick up. And I have some leagues there where even if it's 6 points passing per touchdown, they always keep a quarterback on their bench for some stupid reason. So like in that league, I didn't draft a quarterback, but I took Caleb Williams as my last pick as my starting quarterback, pans out. And I also took Daniel Jones as for week 1. So again, I think Jackson Dart's worth it just because his pedigree in college, he is a scrambler. He's able to move out of the pocket. And it's honestly just better than Russell Wilson at this point.
Yeah, 100%. I am in Superflex leagues. I'm going to be picking them up everywhere as I can, with the bench, how that works out. But single quarterback, I think it depends on what I have. I'm not necessarily going to load up my bench with a bunch of Jackson Dart, but if you're in this Bo Nix decision, if you're having to look at some of these guys, I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all, especially as you're looking with honestly, I might pivot to Geno Smith, though, this week instead of Bo Nix. Like, looking at them playing the Bears this week, I know it was one... You don't want to chase points. That's 100% not what we want to do here. But right now, there's only 2 teams that are allowing over 5 points over expectation per game, and it's the Bears and it's the Cowboys. Bears are number 2 at 7.8 points over expectation. So you want to see if you can ring that bell again. Maybe you grab Geno and you grab Dart as a backup, because Dart in his first game in there, they're playing, I don't remember.
Chargers. It's a Chargers. It goes Chargers, Saints, Eagles. It's Eagles, Broncos, Eagles. So it's a really rough start for his first 5 games.
Yeah, if only maybe we shouldn't have been asking for Russell Wilson to come out quite yet. Give him a couple more games,
No. When you throw on fourth and goal to try to just get back in the game, just out of the end zone, like, no, brother, you're benched.
You're benched. Tyler popping in. What's happening? Should I pick up? Who should I pick up? Lost Lamb and Evans.
Sucks.
Godwin, Ayomanor. You got Tyquan Thornton, Shepard. Room for 2 or 3.
Godwin for sure.
Yeah.
I think Godwin would be number 1. I would say Ayomanor, dude. Like I get Tyquan's had these like big burst games, but like that's not gonna. I can't see that lasting long when Worthy and Rice come back at some point. Shepard, you
Shepard for this
Godwin
week.
And Shepard.
Shepard would be more so if you really need the play this week or need multiple plays this week. If you don't necessarily need Shepard this week, I would probably pivot to, like you said, I like the Godwin and the Ellick out of Tennessee. He's looked great so far. He's got a connection with Cam Ward. Tyquan Thornton, it's going to be there every now and then, but I don't know. I don't want to bet on
out.
it. Outside of DFS.
Rough. Yeah, it's rough. Yeah, Godwin and Ayomanor. And I guess if you have room for 3, I would say Shepard, just because I don't know what Godwin's workload's going to look like the first week.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
If anything, maybe you're starting Shepard and you're starting Ayomanor and then pulling.
You just got to wait and see, because it's still week 4, so you can afford to lose a game even if you're 0-3. I know it sounds terrible, but you can't afford it just because the streak could happen.
And bye weeks happen next week, so start loading up these benches. Start being strategic on how you want to load that up, if you can. Josh, what's happening, man? Would you trade Walker, Hill, and Ibuka for Bucky, London, and Ridley?
So Ken Walker, Tyreek Hill, Ibuka for Bucky, London, Ridley. I want to say no. I think Ridley's the worst one out of those 3.
Same.
Sorry. I like London. I like Bucky. But I think Walker, Hill, and Ibuka. I think Ibuka's just got a safe role going forward. It's just so, like...
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I think London has the highest overall ceiling out of all of these players.
But Tyreek didn't look bad these past couple
weeks. But he didn't
look
look bad, and I think you can still get workable play out of Hill and Ibuka. London and Ridley, you might not get it out of both of them there. Bucky's looking great as far as his overall usage and the pass game work that he's getting right now. I mean, whether it's designed that way or the way they have to. I'm also a huge Walker guy. I'm still holding out hope.
Yeah, but I say you're a big Walker person. So, I know Charbonnet is going to get some work when he comes back. Like last week was great, but we're really hoping, if you're a Ken Walker, you're kind of just hoping, no, Sharp, take another week off. It's looking good for you.
Hey, the week prior, Charbonnet, what was it? I think 8 for 9 is what he was on the go around. It's not pretty.
It's also Thursday Night Football, so it could, if he's not like 100% practicing already, like I could see him sitting out another week and they're just going with Ken Walker again.
Oh man, it's funny. The
Walker the Hill Walker side. If I'm gonna pick out of this, I do. Bucky and London have the highest ceiling, but I don't know what your needs are, Josh. Sorry, like if you're like 3-0, I would guess I would go Bucky, London, Ridley. But if like you're that 0-3 and you're 1-2, you kind of just need to spread out the team a little bit. I would go with the Walker side, I guess.
Yeah, if you're looking to just upgrade 2 pieces, take the Bucky, London. If you need 3 pieces out of this group, I stick with the Walker side.
Yeah.
If anybody else got any opinion for him, let them know in the chat. Hit him up. Jonathan's coming back here. Thanks, guys. Different league. I lost Connor. I'm hoping I can grab Judkins. I don't know how he's still out there. But second opinion would be, would you grab Gainwell, Singletary, or Ollie Gordon?
Oh, Ollie Gordon. Not even close to the other guys.
Gainwell's just going to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, Gainwell's like, it's just... Like I could start Gordon on a bye with some other guys coming up. Like if like I have a bye, I know I can. He got at least double-digit touches, and he looks like he's gonna have a part of a role in the offense.
And if one of these guys is starting due to injury, I think Ollie Gordon has the highest ceiling out of the 3 of these players by far.
Too. Yeah.
So yeah, go pick up Ollie Gordon. Hey, fingers crossed you get Judkins out there. He's looking like something special. I'm pretty upset that we got
that one.
Yeah,
I thought he wouldn't play. To be honest, everyone was saying suspension, everything else like that. But
I thought the team wasn't going to be able to give him a shot just because it's so bad.
That defense is so good, or they're going to keep him in the game.
I'm going to find myself rooting for the Browns halfway through this season. All right, little South Sea 77. Would you trade Pearsall or JCM for? Oh, and JCM for Genty. Yeah, I would.
Yeah, depending on your team need. Yeah, like because like. That Commander's backfield is just rough right now. Like Rodriguez is carving out a role. Looks like they're working in. Why am I drawing a blank on the guy's name? What's his the running back?
McNichols.
Yeah, McNichols. He's carving out a role. Like and then Jaden Daniels takes touches from rushing. Like it's just one of those things where it's really frustrating. So yeah, and like Genty, like they're gonna have to try to make him a workhorse back at some point. They did it. They tried it last week. They were just down by so much, didn't matter. So
yeah, we're 3 weeks in. Chip Kelly could be fired any one of these weeks going forward, and that's all we're looking for at this point.
It could also be the Raiders season though, where their defense isn't as good, and they thought Pete Carroll could come in and fix it, and cognitive decline. I've said it before.
I don't need the defense to be good. I'd love for the defense to be bad. Dump off the Genty all day long.
No need for Laube in the game. Like, it just makes no sense to me. Like
absolutely horrendous. And Pearsall, as much as I'm enjoying this Pearsall ride, I know Brennan's not going to like to hear it, but Juwan Jennings, he's been banged up for 2 of the 3 games. In the one game he was back, he lit it up for 19 points in that game. So I don't think it's necessarily clear that Pearsall could just be consistent all year round. I think there could be a little discrepancies as far as Jennings popping in a bit.
And Brock should be back, right?
Yes. Well, yeah, because Mac Jones is now hurt too.
Oh, I forgot.
I mean, most other quarterbacks would have been out for the season with this injury, but Mac Jones, he can pull it off. Dude's such an arrogant ass.
2-0 as a starter.
He's so arrogant, man.
Yeah.
Jelly of the month, thanks. My wide receiver 3-4 is Ladd, and he is number 2-3 option the last few weeks. Stick with him or go with Ellick. Look, if you look at the peripheral numbers, the separation, everything, like
Ladd's leading.
Yeah. As far as fantasy Twitter, everybody's gushing over Ladd and what he's actually doing from a metric standpoint. Regardless, though, that may not matter when you have QJ playing way above what he ever has. Keenan Allen has a tried and true lock-in with Herbert. They have that connection. He's going to be a part of that offense. So I think there is a buying window for Ladd if people are completely out on him. But
right now would be the buy window for Ladd. I think this is the lowest it's going to get. Like I'm sticking with Ladd. I know the Titans just changed the play caller too, which is hilarious. Like I don't know why you just don't fire your head coach, but as a Colts fan, I appreciate you keeping him around. I'm going to stick with Ladd. It's the better offense. Again, this week could be really interesting too, just because the Chargers are playing the Giants. It's a rookie quarterback. The Chargers get comfortable in this lead and then just run the ball out with Amari Hampton. It's just one of those things where you get to play the prediction game. Like, what do you think? Who the Titans play this week? They play.
Of course, I don't have the window open.
I know, my bad. I mean to ask you.
No, you're good.
Usually have it open on your thing.
Yeah, I've got like 10 things going right now. I'm trying to. They play the Texans in Houston. 0-3 teams.
I would. I might lean. No, I'm gonna stick with Lad. I can't do that. No.
Yeah, I'd stick with Lad. Like it's one of those. Like I put Mark Andrews a little higher in my tight end rankings this week. No, I didn't have him top 5. I'm not trying to sit here and say that I called that, but I had him in my top 12 this week after not, because you get the itching feeling. Look, as much as we want to go off metrics, fantasy football is, I've seen plenty of people win off vibes. So that's kind of what that was, and that's kind of what this is too. Like Lad's gonna get his because everybody's so down on him. So just
the taco in my league, one of my big main leagues, he's 3-0 with the most points scored because of vibes.
Dude, I've got three of those in my home league, and every single year one of them goes undefeated for like 10 weeks, and then playoffs come and they crap the bed. Yeah. Lad, through his separation score, again, this is only 3 weeks this year, but his separation score, 0.16 last year, 0.207 this year. His win rate last year was 21%. His win rate this year is 22%. So it's not regression. It's just he was the only one on the team. Like the running backs were horrendous last year. The pass catchers horrendous. Like that's just situation, man. Situation. Jelly of the month. Thanks. Hit the like button. Oh, appreciate it. You guys want to follow Jelly Suit? Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Johnny boy, how we doing? I've offered Henry and Chase Brown for Mason and Kyron. What do you think? Is that overreaction, or is that locked in?
Oh, that's rough, dude. Like, I think Henry's the cream of the crop out of this like entire trade. Like, Chase Brown, like, it just sucks because like they're just bottling up the run and just forcing. Oh man,
there's no one else getting the usage that Chase Brown is getting this year. I know it's not paying out, but like it's there. The opportunity is there.
I'm still gonna say Derrick Henry and Chase Brown side. I know he's fumbled 3 times. It doesn't matter. Derrick Henry it's still elite. Mason, it's going to be good. We don't know what happens with Aaron John. I'm playing like a realistic long game. Kyron is just solid. Like I think Kyron's just a solid role, you know.
While we're also seeing Corum leak into that role a little bit too.
Yeah. So I'm going to say Henry Chase Brown, but it's not by a lot. It's really who you like more. But I like Henry and Chase Brown more.
I think you're flipping a coin here at this one. I think there is a pro and con argument with all of these guys. You know, Henry could get game scripted out as he had 2 of the 3 games so far. They've got a rough schedule. So does Jordan Mason. We just talked about that. He also has Aaron Jones coming back. Kyron's losing part of his workload. Chase Brown's got the most. And like it's
can't do anything with it.
Yeah, you got to follow your gut on that one.
Yeah, it's who you like more, man. I just think Henry's staying on the field a lot. Regardless if he gets worked out of the game stretch, he's still the boom plays there. Like you just saw it last night. The 30-yard plus run for a touchdown. It's still probably won you a week by that. Chase Brown's on the field a ton. The dump offs are still there. So like full point PPR, it's still worth having, even though it's just so fresh to you took in the second round.
I'm also not a huge fan of making trades like this. When you go RB and RB for an RB and an RB, someone has to lose. Like if you trade a running back for a wide receiver, nobody has to necessarily lose in that because it could be what you need to be able to start it. If you've got a great running back, but you can't plug them in because you have too many, so you're selling them away, it's not really hurting you, especially if you're getting a pluggable wide receiver. But in this trade, someone will lose and someone will be pissed. Or one of both of those guys will be bad and one of the other ones will be good and it'll be completely irrelevant. But that's kind of what the trade I like to avoid anyway, if that makes sense. Arturo, what happening? Should I trade Lamar for Jonathan Taylor? I imagine this would be a single quarterback.
Yeah, if you can give us a little more details, like who your team is, that would help a little bit. But if you're asking me straight up in a nutshell, like, would I trade? If you have like Caleb Williams as like a backup, or
he's out there on waivers, you know,
Daniel Jones, like I'm just like, it's really weird to say that in a full-on sentence, but yes, I would. If you have a pivot option at quarterback, like a Drake May, where you're losing a little bit, but you're gaining a running back like Jonathan Taylor, who's very much involved in like what his snap percentage is at least over 85, no matter what, right?
I think he actually broke 100% of snaps somehow this week. It's crazy.
So no, I would.
You can stream 80 to 90% of Lamar just about every week if you're good enough riding the stream. You can't do that with Jonathan Taylor. You know, like it won't happen. So I'd straight up do that.
Yep, I agree.
Superflex, would you?
No, it's an even trade in Superflex, I feel like.
It's pretty close, yeah, but I'd probably want a little bit more of something if I have Lamar. I'm giving him up. John coming back in here. Who do I drop for a def? Oh, I hate these. I played no defense. No, I'm kidding. I have May, Fields, Kyron, Mason, Benson, Swift, Tootin, London, Lamb, JSN, Abuka, Rice, Fannin, and Little.
As Little or Kittle?
That's probably Kittle.
Because like your kicker, like that's weird.
1 QB, half PPR. I mean, jumping out at me would probably be Fields, Swift, and Fannin.
Yeah, you don't need 2 quarterbacks. So you're dropping one of the quarterbacks. So Drake May plays Carolina. Justin Fields plays. Who does the Jets play this week?
Does he play? They play the Dolphins. Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Ew, we got the double header again this week.
Yeah, that's right. It's a really gross double header. I'm going to start Drake May this week over Justin Fields. So I would cut Fields.
Yeah, May is one of the stronger streams I think that's out there.
Yeah, because like you're not really Fields is not going to be this like end all beater that's going to kill you because you dropped it for a defense. So I'm leaning towards Fields because everyone else is way more valuable.
Yeah, I think it's probably Fields for me.
Unless it's Little and that's a kicker, then get rid of kicker. I don't know what to tell you. That's my only counter argument is if you make Kittle or Little. So
or hey, Tuesday's my favorite day to make trades. I love to do the consolidation 2-for-1 trade on a Tuesday to give me some extra room. So like, don't even think that you have to pick up a defense tonight. Like you can pick up a defense on Sunday morning, Saturday night, and give yourself a little bit more time to work a trade because I think you've got more pieces than you're probably starting here. I'd look to trade maybe Mason, Swift. Would you say, I mean, for the right price, would you get rid of Lamb right now?
Yeah. I mean, he's got enough talent here. Lamb, Abuka, JSN. Yeah, I would trade Lamb away. And
because you've got Rice coming back too.
Yeah, you got Rice coming back. Yeah, dude. I would be looking to package some of those guys for like Puka, like something like that.
Yeah, maybe you package Lamb or London with some sort of combination of Swift, Mason, maybe you can toss in Fields. Even though you're going to drop them, toss them in there, see what you get for them. Just a little something, push it over the edge. But yeah, don't force your defense pickup this early. All right, Jorge, what up, gents? Got offered BTJ.
Senior TD.
Got offered BTJ for Garrett Wilson.
Same? It's like where's the Spider-Man meme pointing thing? Like it's like
it feels very similar. I think your ceiling's highest with BTJ, but maybe the Garrett Wilson's floor is higher.
It really depends on who you like more. I've always liked Garrett Wilson. But I also thought Brian Thomas Jr. would be like maybe not as great as he was last season, but just like a head short of it. Like I knew something would, be a little bit of regression, not this much. So I don't know if it's the rest. Like I guess I would say Garrett Wilson. Like, I mean, Tyrod Taylor made him. What did he finish this week? Garrett Wilson. He had to finish almost top 15, right?
Yeah, he had a decent finish this week. Just trying to find something that will cut the decision there. Playoffs, the Jets get, what are we looking at? Jacksonville. Funny enough, they play each other first week of the playoffs. New Orleans and then New England. And then Jacksonville gets the Jets, Denver, and Indy. So maybe you take Garrett Wilson just based on.
Yeah, I would go Garrett.
They both come with their problems. But again, someone's going to lose in this trade too.
Yep.
Judson, not Judkins. Would anyone drop Monungai for Ollie, Marks, or T. Horton? Have Genty, Judkins, Scadaboo, Henderson, Harvey, Bill, and B. Rob. Goodness, you got some running backs. Love that.
Yeah, you do. I guess Ollie. Ollie's like the one that's like. I think Woody's going to start to carve out a bigger role, but the Houston team is just so bad. Like like that. Like I said before, I told Brian before the season started, I think they had the worst offensive line. Like I like Horton too. Horton's a fun player to watch, but I'm going to say Ollie. I think Ollie has just a more safe, solid role where he's more viable to own. I don't know about you.
I think in a vacuum, I'd say Ollie. I'd probably say T. Horton here though. Like as far as your running back,
no, because like if you look at it though, it's like it's kind of scary because like
the names sound better than what it is. Genty, Judkins, and Scadaboo, Henderson.
You're like, oh my god, these some names. Like Scadaboo probably is a little bit better this week. Henderson, it's like, man, is he still in the doghouse? Genty, like it's got to happen soon. Judkins just looks great. Harvey, you're really hoping that Dobbins gets hurt at this point because he's now RB. Would you say Harvey's RB3 in Denver? Like, would you?
Yeah, with Bidet eating into the passing work.
Yeah,
Better
dude,
days
like,
are ahead. Better days are ahead.
yeah. So I
Yeah,
I
go
would
ahead and
say
take
Ollie
Wooly.
because you like your names sound great, but like it's just actually what are they doing for you? So I would say Ollie.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
Monungai is actually a really good hold though, just because if Swift does go down, I feel like he's gonna be very valuable.
yeah, but just looking at your running backs here, though, you're probably 1 and 2 with this, just because Henderson didn't give you what you wanted. Judkins just the last 2 games, Scatabo
Even
just the
starting
past one.
Henderson too.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead and get Ollie. We've got a good upside there. Arturo coming back in here thinks another question: should I keep Jamar Chase? Because the only one
that wants him is offering me Drake London. So Drake London for Jamar Chase. I would take Drake London.
Yeah, I do it.
Yeah.
I do it. Drake London has his question marks right now too, or maybe it's Michael Penix that does. But yeah, I take London over Chase at this point.
Yeah. I'm considering offering Jamar Chase for the Tet owner, like in something else, like because I need it, but I need another wide receiver. So I'm almost there.
That's crazy stuff. Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, we're 3 weeks in and we're already talking about the number 1 overall consensus ADP player being traded away for whatever you can get for him. No problem, John. We got you covered. Keep hanging out with us, or make sure you're back here every Tuesday, 3 o'clock Eastern.
Tuesday, 3 o'clock.
There we go.
12 o'clock.
Struggling. Hey, man, got offered CD and Jacobs for Gibbs and Jennings. I imagine it's Juwan Jennings. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Trying to think of another Jennings here.
I
Not
can't
Greg
think of
Jennings,
Jennings.
right?
Yeah. Greg Jennings. I would take the Gibbs side.
Yeah.
Like, after last night, I was like, they're for sure gonna like want to work in Montgomery at some point. Like, nope. Gibbs is what's his snapshot? Like, can you know what his snap count is at? Because it's got to be at least at 70% or higher, or something.
Yeah, he's been crushing it the last couple of weeks. Let me just see if I can pull that up there. I don't know. I don't mind Jacobs here. And just
I don't either.
CD over Jennings. Snap count 66 week 1, 56 and then 69.
Okay. But dude, he does so much though in that snap. Actually, I'm thinking about it. It's like, well, CD is 4 weeks. They're considering IR, so it's 4. Like, you got to think like that's 4 weeks. It's going to be almost 6 weeks potentially. Then he's got to come back and play and get his feet wet.
I think it depends on where you're at.
Yeah.
If you're 3-0, I think I'd go with the Jacob CD side. 2-1, I think I'd be okay with it.
1-2, 0-3, then yeah, that's where I'm going for Gibbs.
I'd go Gibbs and Jennings because Jennings should be back this weekend. Look, we're pro Ricky here, but I'm also pretty pro Jennings as well. Like the first week targets.
You are pro Jennings. I'm pro Ricky.
I love me some Ricky. I've been screaming his name on too many shows lately. My wife keeps yelling at me every time I do it.
I want to say roll the tape and see who said Ricky first before Jennings each time in rankings.
Well, let's do that here. Well, I controlled the tape, so it looks like I win. Ha ha! Ed, what you got for us? Judkins or Mason? Full PPR was just looking at Mason upcoming schedule. Browns by Chargers, Eagles. Thanks, guy. I guess this is a start question.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's a start question too. Judkins, Mason. The Browns play who again? Because the Vikings play the Steelers in Ireland.
Oh, I forget we start up those this week. How
6:30 in the morning my time. Can't wait.
Oh, that's gross. I love it. It's like 9 o'clock for me, and I can roll out of bed, knock out a few things.
They said rest of season. He's saying rest of season.
Oh, rest of season. Okay, thanks, Ed, for that. Probably Judkins. Yeah.
Like I'm gonna say.
Yeah, Mason does have Aaron Jones potentially coming back. He will, eat into that passing work because I don't know if Mason will ever really get a big chunk of that. And JJ McCarthy. Like, I'm still a believer. I still think he can right the ship. But if things don't get righted, like we've seen how bad it can be with the Browns, I think Judkins can get past that.
If Carson Wentz is 2-0, that McCarthy injury is going to be a little bit longer until Carson Wentz looks bad. It's going to be McCarthy's injury is going to be lingering.
Ew, I don't like that at all. I don't.
Let's ask Justin Jefferson owners if they like that more. With you, because me personally, would very much rather have Carson Wentz.
Justin, we got you covered. Ty coming back in here. Thanks. Also, I accepted a trade giving away Chase Brown for Scatteroo and Devonta Smith. Hoping I made the right decision.
I accepted a trade giving away Chase Brown for Scotty Devon. I think so.
Sounds like a win in my book.
If we're just playing, off of last week, I think Scattaboo is going to be carving out a nice role for the next 4 weeks. Devonta Smith, when the Eagles throw the football, Devonta Smith is great to own. When they don't, it's bad. So,
yeah, we just need them down in some more games. Forced to actually call some plays.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yes, Ed with the rest of the season. Grindberg popping in here. Brennan, he's loving your voice a little bit.
Velvet, nice.
Loving that velvet.
Just need more cigarettes, I guess.
Got a scare last week with JSN and Ibuka because all I got is Coker, Rice, and Tesla to go along with those RBs. I'm bored.
Brother, you need to trade some RBs away to go get you a solid wide receiver. Let me tell you.
Yeah, you got to hold on there. It's a couple more weeks till Rice comes back. A few more weeks till Rice comes back.
Yeah, but do you really want to play that game?
If you have enough wins, I would, because those running backs, I think you're going to be selling them at a loss, not really at their peak value or close to their peak value. So if you're 2-1, 3-0, I think I'd hold it together.
By that logic, go buy CD.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, go do that. Tesla, I don't know if I even want to own Tesla without an injury.
But the catches, dude, the incredible catches.
I didn't see. Did he have one this past week?
No, he had 0. He had 0 catches. He had 1 target, I think.
I was like, I watched that whole game. I don't remember seeing some highlights.
I bet the under on his receptions at 1.5.
Nice. Ed, yeah, Judkins looked great against the Packers, dude.
Judkins has looked great just in general. This is the problem.
Yeah, I'm finding out how wrong I was against just him on that offense this year. I just didn't know if it was going to work. Ed got you covered, no problem. Just like Ed said, or one of the thanks that we got. Like, subscribe, help us out, folks. We're moving. Got to keep this podcast running. We have 15 more seasons, 15 more weeks, seasons. Yeah, only 15 more seasons unless we're going to be doing this, right?
Yeah, 15. Yeah. I'll be dead. Yeah, sure.
Judson come in here. Yeah, I'm good with wins, living on the edge. Love it. I'd write it out then. I'd write it out. You take a loss over the next 2 weeks, I think it's okay. Rice coming back really should help supplant that wide receiver.
Yeah, Rice will be your saving grace.
Have him
trying to go. Everybody listening, go buy Rice right now. Like, it's 2 weeks away still. The Chiefs look bad. Like, it's one of those things where the Rice, I have a couple leagues with Rice, not owning him, but the ones that I care about the most, like, the team is either 0-3 or 3-0. Super annoying. So 0-3, I'm definitely trying to go bug him a little bit.
Yeah, next week, after this week, I think it's going to be really hard to get Rice. People have already held him for the majority of the time, but I think a window will open up next week when bye weeks come in. Between injuries and bye weeks, people might not have room for Rice, and if you can't put a suspended player on your IR, which most leagues you can't, that might be a tough decision, and they're not going to want to drop them. So, yeah, I'd go poke the bear. Check out how their feelings are. Even if you don't trade for them this week, see how they're feeling about it. So next week when they're like, all right, I need to get rid of Rice, you're just sitting there waiting.
Yeah.
Ooh, Matthiasen, what's happening, man? Finally back hanging out with the crew this year, or this week. 3-0 team here.
Nice. Congrats.
Traded BTJ for Rice to an 0-3 team. Funny enough, it was before week 2, and I played against him. Never drafting any wide receiver with Shane Waldron. Dude, I feel like they should have announced that Shane Waldron was there.
I want to be the biggest Shane Waldron hater, but you can't blame Shane Waldron for drops. I know you want to say can you, but no, you can't.
I can,
because he's got 25 targets and only 7 catches. I think it is right now in the season. Shane Waldron sucks. Don't get me wrong. Shane Waldron's just buns, but yeah, Liam Cohen's calling the plays. I do not care what anybody's saying here. It's not a Shane Waldron problem. I think the Jags have a wide receiver problem.
Yeah, and for us to still be okay with Liam Cohen and not blame it on him, we have to blame Shane Waldron here. That's how that has to work. No, I did see that. I think it's Trevor Lawrence has the most drops out of any.
Yeah, he's in the league.
Team.
Yeah.
Now, is it because they're hospital balls and they don't want to catch them, or is it just because they're dropping balls? I guess that's
the passes that I've seen are just they're hitting them in the hands. There's been a couple where Trevor Lawrence is yeah, I wouldn't catch that either. But there's a couple others where I'm you should catch that.
It was the Anthony Richardson problem last year.
Yeah.
Not the only
Travis
problem.
Hunter might be a DB now.
Yeah, looking at his snaps, the way that's changed, yeah, he's absolutely all over the defensive side.
You might have just drafted a DB with
Yeah,
a little bit of the offensive side.
Yep, it's hurting. Of course, I got very little Travis Hunter exposure.
Mhm.
Only one Ashton Genty exposure, and as far as like redraft, took them both in my home league. Love it, love
I'm glad
it.
you're enjoying that.
Shut up. Almost got Montgomery last night. Won by 2 points. Had Gibbs. Nice, nice. Love squeaking out a victory there.
There you go.
JG, Puka, or Amon Ra. Who would you rather
Puka.
have?
This is not even. Yeah, it's Puka. Dude's just so good when he's on the field. It's not even close.
I think it's close. I wouldn't say it's
No,
not close.
don't do that.
I mean, come on. Amon Ra still bringing
Let's go
the
look at
thunder.
the stats and let's go poke some stats here because it's Puka and it's not close.
Yeah, it's Puka for me for sure. But I think Amon Ra definitely he's come up my rest of season rankings from where I
Puka's
had
in
him.
that elite tier with the talent of like Jamar, Justin.
Dude just can't catch touchdowns though. That's my biggest issue with him. I think he's averaging a touchdown every like 35 receptions in his career. It's like one of the worst marks ever.
He gets about 10 receptions a game, so he's gonna get touchdown sometime.
Yeah, James Cook says no.
Yeah.
James Cook is just taking all that touchdown regression that's out there.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man, Matthias and my beloved Jordan Addison has returned. Have him in every league.
What does that mean for the Vikings though? Like genuinely, like I don't. Does it make him better? Like does it make Justin better? Like because it's Carson Wentz throwing the football right now. So like, where are you at with Jordan Addison? I didn't draft him in any redraft leagues. I just knew this would be a problem.
I did it. I think I've got him in two different leagues. One is a wide receiver league. Like everything's juiced up for wide receivers. So I thought he was a great grab where he fell. And the other one, I think I think it's a starting 3 wide receivers set. So like I was kind of pushed a little bit more, but a lot of my Jordan Addison takes was dependent on JJ McCarthy really taking a step, and through 2 games or whatever it was, we've only seen a quarter of really good football from him. So
Yeah, the Chicago Bears, the fourth quarter where he came back. Yeah,
yeah, I know. A great thing about Addison is it doesn't take much, a play or two, and he can get a deep touchdown and kind of save you. But he can't be relied on outside of a flex play. Like you're plugging him in there looking for the. He's kind of like a streaming tight end at this point for me.
I'm not starting Addison this week. I have to see what it looks like. Unless you are like just hurting, like you're like in this like conundrum of like Cedric Tillman area where you're like then maybe, but still I just want to see it first.
For sure, I get that. Matthias coming in here. I'm starting him in every league. People getting benched. Move over, lad. You bum. T kicks right. I'd play him over T Higgins. Allen, you're good.
Yeah.
That's a key. So I guess where's that line for Addison? Would you play? Let's get fun with it right off the bat. Marvin Harrison or Addison?
Marvin Harrison, don't do this. No, it's Marvin Harrison. I know he had the bad drop. It's Marvin Harrison.
Addison or Terry McLaurin?
Terry McLaurin.
Calvin Ridley.
Okay, now we're getting interesting here. Titans play who again?
Houston.
Divisional. Houston still has a good defense though. Like
I
think that's where I'd lean Jordan Addison.
I think you take the shot on Addison. They're playing Pittsburgh. Yeah. The slot guy really is how you can shred Pittsburgh. I'm with the Isaac coming over here over MHJ. Yeah,
I'm not doing that. Nope.
I don't know what would hurt more. Having Addison go off on the bench or MHJ going off the bench. I think
MHJ going off the bench.
You're set up for failure either way there because they both kind of play the same. Over McLaurin, 100% agree on that one. Really, the drop boy, yeah. Hey, look, we're going through rankings here, man. We're trying to find that line, trying to find that spot. Cedric Tillman or Addison?
I think I do Tillman. Coop here. Should I trade away DJ Moore for Travis Etienne? I have Tootin as well.
I don't know that I'm necessarily trying to acquire both of these players. I don't know that I want Etienne if I have Tootin.
Yeah, because I think there's a world where they both exist in fantasy. They've done it now for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, 100% agree. I'm okay playing Tootin as a flex play each and every week at this point. Until we see something really change there. I'm trying to find my notes on him, but I would trade away DJ Moore though, 100%.
I would trade away DJ Moore.
I'm trying to think of I don't know. Is anybody buying him right now? That's
no, because everyone knows it's Rome. You're getting the wide receiver 2 for Chicago right now, not the wide receiver 1 like you thought it would be.
Well, now we're also talking about Luther Burden potentially being a pickup in some leagues as well.
Oh, I'm picking up Luther Burden. If you're looking for some flash, I'm looking for Luther Burden. I'll give this guy a pass. He's rocking Lakers, but don't disrespect Addison like this. When Addison can drive on the right side of the freeway, getting off, I'll give him respect.
Hey, regardless how he does it fast. That's all I care about. All right, we talked about. Let's waiting for some more comments here. We'll talk about some of these waiver wires. Gino and Dart were some of the popular names you're hearing out there. Trey Benson, if he's available, folks, go ahead and get him.
I think I've decided it's 100 FAAB.
100 FAAB for you.
Yeah.
Other names you're looking at, you're really not dumping for though. Blake Corum, Ollie Gordon, Woody Marks, Rashad White, Chris Rodriguez. All of these guys you can pick up. Not even tonight. You can wait till tomorrow, kind of see how waivers pass, all that kind of stuff. Let's talk some of these wide receivers, though. We opened up with Luther Burden. I mean, I don't know if he plugs into a starting role quite yet.
No, you're waiting. You're waiting to see if he takes over the Zacchaeus role, and then there's some value there.
What other ones?
Trey Tucker.
What are we doing about Trey Tucker? Over a 20% target share through 3 weeks.
I mean, you kind of have to add them. I'm just not blowing a lot of FAAB. Like 10% FAAB is like, and I'm feeling, even at that point, I'm like, oh.
And that's just in 12-team leagues. 10-team leagues, I don't even think you need to do this.
No, I think in 12-team teams, you do need to add Trey Tucker.
No, 12, yes. 10 teams.
Oh, 10?
Oh. Yeah, 10, I don't think you need him there.
Yeah.
Would you rather have Trey Tucker or Alec Ayumanner?
I believe in Ayumanner, and I like Cam Ward, so yeah.
I think I'd go that direction too. Chat's moving a little bit. Let's come back over here. JG, 3-0 team here. Congrats. Garrett Wilson is wide receiver 3 and took Brees late in the draft for value, but don't want to trot them out. Hey, I feel you. That worked out once so far this year.
I'm trying to think of like who can you get for Brees. Like, okay, Brees or Trey Benson rest of the season. I'm just throwing out a name that's just random. That's like,
I think they're probably going to be right around the same spot for me rest of season.
So
Jets get the Dolphins this week. I mean, I like maybe wait one more week for Brees to blow up, and then you get a chance.
Like, would you trade Brees for Chase Brown?
No.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm trading for Chase Brown. Like, yeah. I'm still confident in the shares that I have.
I think that owner wants off the ship. I'm just telling you, I have two friends that own Chase Brown who are in a group chat, and they are wanting off this ship so bad. I'm just like, I kind of want to buy it, but in those leagues with them, I'm steady at running back, so I don't need it.
Yeah. Oh man, looking to trade, send Amon-Ra and Brees to get Nico and James Cook. I'm okay with either side.
I would rather have the Nico and James Cook side, I think.
I think so too. Yeah. That one seems a little safer.
James Cook's is the biggest prize out of all this, and I think Amon-Ra over Nico, but it's not by a ton though. Nico's starting to get some more targets.
Is he starting
playing
to?
From behind?
Yeah, I guess that's the key. I just have
that's what I'm saying. They're playing from behind. They got to throw to Nico. Nico's 6'3", big dude, can catch in the end zone.
Yeah, I'd probably take those, but I think I'm okay with either one.
Yeah, Nico James
it's hard.
It's not even close.
It's hard. Coop coming in here. Appreciate your input. Absolutely, that's what we do. Yeah. Matthias, hey, he's coming back here with the Addison. Better production than, let's say, Flowers, and Flowers has MVP thrown on the ball. Free 3.
I think he's an Addison believer. I think he's a diehard Addison believer.
And then Zay Flowers came back to life this week too. So now we're like, all right, was this a transition he was having in year 3, or is this just part of what you get with Zay Flowers?
Yeah. Alamila123 says, should I be looking to trade away Chase Brown, or do I wait? He's on the field a ton. Like, that's like the only positive of him is like he's on the field a ton. It really depends on what you can get. 123. It really depends on what you can get. Like, I think I would go shop some feelers, like, because I would buy Chase Brown right now. Like, I think the guys that are panicking, like, whatever you want to offer me, I'm curious to see. Like,
yeah, upcoming games. They got Denver, Detroit, Green Bay, are their next.
He's going to be on the field. He's going to be on the field. That's where I stick with
I think it's just the touchdown upside isn't necessarily going to be there with that though, and that's what kind of hurts him. He looks more like a RB2 with upside than anything else at best. Oh God.
Adding to the question above, I also have Puka, drafted Puka, and Amon-Ra 10, 11, and Nico went 12.
I don't think it was a bad choice.
No.
PPR league, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah. All right. Gavin, which 2 wide receivers out of Puka, George Pickens, Tet, CD, Sutton, Jesus, Juwan Jennings, 2 running backs, Devon Achane, Chuba, Ken Walker, Javonte Williams, I'm assuming, Jalen Warren, B-Rob, who should I put in my flex?
Okay, first of all, we need to expand your roster. You guys need to be starting at least 3 wide receivers, if not 2 flex with the 2 running back, 2 wide receivers,
Dude,
because you've got some studs and you need them in your starting lineup. Puka's an easy start, right?
Yeah, Puka's a no-brainer.
I think it's Tet's my other one.
Yeah, it's between Tet. It's a 10-man half-point PPR is what he says. Okay. All right. Yeah. So Puka's a no-brainer. Like we're not playing around with that. Dallas plays who? Because these are
they play Green Bay.
Not out on that one.
Yeah.
No, I
think it's Tet.
Yeah, because Sutton, the Broncos play. No, because I'm not a Bo Nix believer. What am I doing here? No, it's Tet. I actually like Tet.
Yeah, Tet play. I've got him at 14 so far on the week. So yeah, give me Tet, give me Puka. Running backs, we have Achane.
It's Achane. Achane's locked and loaded for you. And then
Walker.
Do you really want to do the Tet Chupacumber?
I was going to
combo. I can't do English.
Cucumber.
Yeah.
It's Achane, Walker, and Javonte are the 3 I'm looking at here. Oh, Jalen Warren though. Like we're about to drop a video over on our YouTube if you want to go check that out about Jalen Warren.
Javonte Williams too. Like the dude's getting steady workload. I know.
Whoa! Pump the brakes. I talk good about Javonte. You don't.
You did. I can't believe it. It's so stupid.
I've got Javonte 8th this week. I've got Achane at 3 and Javonte at 8. So I think that's my picks.
Gavin, I genuinely don't see how you can go wrong with like the obvious choices, like the Puka, the George Pickens, the Tet, like, and even like Sutton if you're really feeling Denver. But like out of the running backs, like I like Achane, I like Chuba. If Ken Walker is starting on Thursday night by himself, I'm kind of leaning towards Ken Walker.
Well, and he needs a flex too, so I'd probably play 3 of these running backs.
Yeah,
as put that 3rd running back as your flex.
Cowboys can only rely on winning by scoring, so like that's where I'm at with this. Like Jalen Warren, they're playing the Vikings defense, like it's a ton of blitzes, so I think he's gonna. I gotta look to see like running backs playing against the Vikings. Like, do they pick up the blitz? Like, do they stack there? Because like that's where I'm more curious at. Like, because I feel like Warren, since he's a good 3rd down back, like they'll want him there just for the pick up the blitz, not necessarily be a part of the. That's where I'm at with that. Like, yeah, it's Puka.
Yeah, he played 79% of the snaps this past week after Aaron Rodgers came out and said we got to get him more involved. It's the most he's ever played in a game. Handled 18 carries, caught 5 of 6 targets, 22 weighted opportunities, 4th best among all RBs this week. Oh man, Warren seems like he might. I mean, maybe he sneaks in over Javonte. This is the problem with having so many good players: is you might lose more just on the bad picking than not having the players itself.
Right now, I got Achane and Hubbard starting. I just don't know if I played Javonte. Let me tell you this, Gavin. If there's no Charbonnet on Thursday night, put K9 in your starting running back, and then put Achane in your flex since it's Monday night. So that's where I'm at with that.
I like Ted over Hubbard, though.
Yeah. All right. Judson's back. Is it worth having a backup quarterback in a 12-team league? I don't, but guys are starting to hoard 2 to 3 each. Got Bo, so week 12 bye. Yes, if you're in a league where people are starting to hoard, then yes, you need a hoard. You need to hoard with them. It's annoying. It's stupid. I don't believe in that, but trust me, it will bite you in the butt because then you're to the trot out Spencer Rattler because everyone's hoarding quarterbacks, and it's going to suck.
Yeah, in a vacuum, no. 1 QB leagues, you only need 1 quarterback unless you're a regular streamer and maybe you pick up your guy for the next couple of weeks. But for the most part, you have to know your league. I hate hoarding quarterbacks, but my home league does it because they know I hate it, which in turns I either get last place in the league or I end up having to hoard quarterbacks. And this year it actually worked out. Picked up Daniel Jones in my Superflex league and holding tight.
Tingley.
Hey-o!
3-0, 10-team full point PPR, 2 flex, like it. 3 wide
Love
receivers out a couple weeks. Garrett Wilson, Pearsall, wide receiver starts advice. Waiver wire's got Ridley, Shep, AO, Tucker, or go trade. Team is Achan, Chase Brown, Benson, Dobbins, Swift, Andrews, Jawan, and Baker.
I don't know if you have to force a trade. I think you have a decent amount of pieces here to work with.
Yeah, because like you're starting Trey Benson over Brown this week, right? Like,
yeah,
or Chase Brown, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dobbins has a safe role. I feel like
I think Dobbins is being. I need to look at my rankings again, but I think Dobbins.
Is a safe role, man. It's really weird to say that. I think he has a safe role, so that's where I'm at with that. So,
as far as the waivers, it's probably AO Manor if you're picking one up.
AO Manor for sure. Yeah, I like AO Manor more than I like Ridley. So, because Shep's role is going to be diminished once like Godwin gets going. Mm-hmm. If Mike Evans only out for a couple weeks, like he's just I'm out on that. Tucker, I mean, it's between really AO and Tucker out of all of those choices. So
nice,
but you're 3-0, so you don't need to trade.
Yeah, hold pat unless somebody's freaking out and then trying to make something happen. I don't force it.
Yeah. Tyler, you're welcome back. How much FAAB should I drop on Godwin? I have $85 left. I actually know more. He's a valuable guy. I want to say 20 at least. I don't know your league. Like I know my league. If Godwin was out there, I don't know.
I'd say around 20% of my budget.
He's valuable. Yeah,
I think there is value there, but also again, you have to know your league. Like how many of these guys are, how active is waiver? Like my home league waivers are run. A lot of action is on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night because not everybody picks up so it's kind of spread out. Sometimes I even end up overbidding. So I don't know if there's a lot on your waiver wire. I think you can get away with a little less than 20, but 20% is probably where I want to be safe with it.
Yeah.
RGQ, yo, what's happening? Thanks, guys. No problem. Anytime. 3-0, baby. Let's go. We got lots of undefeated teams. They must be listening to the show. Or doing the opposite of what you say. Who knows?
Probably.
Let's make some moves. Absolutely. Gavin coming in here. Okay, thank you, fellas. No problem, Gavin. Appreciate you hanging out with us.
Half-point PPR. Thoughts on Chuba, Pacheco, Keenan for James Cook. Owner just lost Connor and CD. So really it's Chuba and Keenan for James Cook because Pacheco is just this random piece you're trying to get rid of. I mean,
I do it.
That's a lot. Like, I think Chuba's a solid RB2, and I think Keaton's a solid wide receiver too. But I guess if you have the depth for that, I guess I would. Like, if you have the tremendous depth.
Yeah, I think it depends on like Keenan. Obviously, you got real late. Chuba, you didn't have a high investment in. So, if that's the sad thing is Chuba and James Cook went so close to each other.
Yeah,
you don't a lot of drafts.
Yeah,
Keenan Allen's a huge steal. So if you did really good in the rest of your wide receiver drafts and you can get rid of him, sure. Yeah, I like Keenan rest of season though. Too much, dude. You watching the show? Of course, it's too much. We love too much over here though. Waiver for Benson, 10% buddy.
You're putting up the increase those.
I think there's a typo. Did you forget the other zero on the fat?
Yeah, even for QJ, I'm surprised he's still like. It depends. Is he in a 10-man league or something? Because there's no way. I feel like Benson's a starter for the rest of the year.
I could see it being a 12 team. Like I've seen QJ floating out there on a couple of my 12. Like nobody wants to believe. More like the analyst style leagues that like nobody wants to believe in QJ. But yeah, Benson, I think like you're gonna have to dump at least 50% of your FAAB on him.
I'm saying 100. I think you're getting a starter. Like these things really pop up, and he's been in the role already, worked in. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. So,
Big Rice Ball, 12-team PPR redraft league. I'm trying to get a wide receiver upgrade with a DJ Moore and Mason. I love the package.
I'm gonna try to get a DJ Moore plus Mason Moore ETN package. Puka might be a huge reach. Reach for the stars. Always reach for the stars. It doesn't hurt. And 12. I'm trying to get a wide receiver upgrade with DJ Moore and Mason or more ETN package. Yeah, like I think the Moore and Mason package.
Would you buy Jamar really Chase? If the Chase owner is freaking out, would you go buy Jamar Chase with this package?
Yeah, I would. I would do the DJ Moore ETN package. I think the ETN package is a lot more. If it's a casual league, like guys are just like they just see the numbers. Like ETN's the one I want to move first before I want to move Mason. I think Mason's a little more valuable than ETN.
I don't know. I don't know. I might be willing to argue the other side on that one.
Okay.
Just because the only thing working in Jacksonville is the running game. So,
True.
as far as what about Justin Jefferson? Would you do DJ Moore and Mason for Jefferson if the other side would give it to you?
Yeah, I believe in Justin Jefferson as a talent, so yeah, I guess I would.
Cool, 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 cool. We're almost out of here, folks. We just got a few more minutes. RGQ, what you got? Team is half PPR. QB, Lamar. We got Amon-Ra, Nico, Keenan Allen, Rome, Hollywood, Wandale, Godwin, Kyron, Chuba, Pacheco. Oh, okay, yeah, this was the.
Yeah. He had the.
It was the Chuba and Pacheco, for James Cook. Yeah, I would do it 100%. If you got all, you crushed
Amon-Ra and Nico as wide receivers.
And Rome. He's got. That's where we start on this list. Rome Dunze. Yeah, make it happen, Captain.
Yeah.
For reference. Always love a good reference here, folks.
Yeah.
Matthiason's coming in here helping us all out. Know your league. If everyone is a genius, then in theory you would have 20 starting QBs on waivers. Never happens. Guys in chat asked for FAAB for Godwin, LOL. Like he said he should be already on rosters.
Yeah, I agree. He should be on rosters. Like I don't think there's any draft I was in that where Godwin wasn't rostered. So, but good for you. If he's out there, go get him, man.
Yeah. That is the hard thing, though. People, some of these running backs that aren't putting up or wide receivers aren't putting up, they go to own quarterbacks, and that's kind of where some of these players still end up out on the waiver wire.
Yeah.
Dropping Wandale for QJ and Hollywood for Benson.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep. I would do that too.
Tingley. Not talking my shorts either. We're talking here in the comments. Yeah, I'm thinking I can survive with my RB depth. But thinking about a wide receiver pickup just in case something happens with Wilson or Pearsall. My wide receivers are CD, Evans, Rice, LMO. Would be a while. We got 3 weeks till Rice. 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Holding out.
Yeah, you're holding out.
Mando, would you trade Hampton for Hill? CD owner is 0-3. Like Amari and Hampton for
Tyreek Hill?
Tyreek Hill? No.
I'm holding Hampton. You just were given the biggest bow ever.
Yeah, I'd switch that. I'd trade Hill for Hampton.
Yeah, I would too. Absolutely. But yeah, no, I'm keeping Hampton. Us Hampton owners are celebrating and also mourning the loss of Najee Harris. So
would you sell CD for Hampton? Would you trade CD for Hampton?
No.
Okay. Just want to
see what I just saw. After what I just saw, after Najee went down, no. This is what I knew would happen.
QJ shouldn't be on waivers after week 1. My God, 12-team leagues, or if you are in a 10-team league, you just have to boost up your starting roster and your bench size, and then you can. I love playing in 10-team leagues. I'm in tons of them, but it's all about building the roster size. I think it can work. I get it. 12 teams more fun for most people, but no shade on 10s here.
Yeah.
Matt, Team A gets Javonte, Travis Etienne. Team B gets Ashton Ladd.
Oh man! Before the season, I would say it's the Genty Ladd side by a mile, but we're not there yet, are we? You're getting the wide receiver free for the Chargers, which is gross to say. Oh, dude.
So most fantasy points are going to be on Team A. Most talent is going to be on Team B.
That's what it's. Yeah, genuinely, that's what it is. It is talent over production. Oh, dude. Oh my God. No, I'm not. I'm still taking Genty and Ladd. I get it.
I think
everyone
both teams
panics when they play. We panic in fantasy football. That's where it's at.
Yeah, you ask who wins. I think both teams could win here if Team A needs multiple running backs and Team B needs a wide receiver as well. So you're not always looking for who wins and who lost. You just make sure you win.
Yep.
Mando, but also have Rome, DK, Jennings, Addison, Pittman, Swift, Monte. Look at that. Love Stevenson. Yikes. RGQ, 10-man with only 10 bench spots. Makes the waiver juicy. It does, but I hate when I can see other teams being able to fix their teams with waiver pickups. Oh wow, 20% is the highest they've ever had.
Thoughts on waiver claims, and I would do 50, dude. Even if like your league makes fun of you, you are getting a starting running back. Again, they don't grow on trees. Very rarely do they pop up on waiver wires, and he's guaranteed the role. Like I don't see Amari DiMaccardo taking his spot.
I think he'll take the passing work, which can be, but he'll still get 70% of that workload.
Yeah, so that's my thought process on it.
Yeah, maybe not 50 FAAB, maybe 50% of the FAAB you have left.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd be aggressive, especially if you know they only do 20. Go out there and spend 35. Who cares? Because you know they're going to spend a lot on the next guy. So I don't know. I'd want to make sure we
Last
grab
question.
them. Yeah. Do I trade
All
Josh
right.
Jacobs or Olave for Neighbors and Henderson? Ooh.
No, I'm keeping Jacobs and Olave. I'm keeping Jacobs and Olave.
Oh man! Before Jackson Dart comes to town, though.
The targets for Olave is all I care about because I'm hoping this is a full point PPR league because the targets for Olave is nuts.
We talked about it at the top of the show too. I really like Josh Jacobs going forward. This wide receiver room is just not working right now with the injuries and all that. Yeah, I get. I'd keep Josh Jacobs. All right, last one we got, folks. We got to wrap it up. Redraft big play bonus. Should I use number one priority on Fields if I have Dak? No.
If Trey Benson, you gotta wait for like that really random like RB injury where the guy's out for a couple weeks and no one picked up the RB2. Like that's where you use your number one priority. Like Trey Benson's the one I would drop the waiver priority for. It's not even a debate.
Yeah, 100%. I don't do the priority waivers anymore. I haven't run those in a while, but
FAAB's always better.
Yeah, but if you do play in those, hold on to them as much as you can. You can go pick up a quarterback later. You'll be all right. Promise. Folks, we cannot thank you enough for coming to hang out with us. This was awesome. We will be here, like we said, every Wednesday. Oh my God. Every Tuesday,
you dingus.
3 p.m. Eastern Time. We're tearing it up here on the Fantasy Football Advice Network channel. If you're looking for more of Brennen and I, it's over the Too Much Fantasy Football YouTube channel. We've got it over there, hitting you with a little bit more, let's say, not quite R-rated, but, we get to say whatever the hell we want over there. So check us out over here. Like, subscribe on Fantasy Football Advice Network, and then the rest of our content's going to be over there. Until next time, folks, we'll see you later. Bye!